Hi everyone. Oh, it's a bit cold morning today, frost everywhere and that. Ooh. Right, got some carbon materials here, guinea pig poo and, well no, sorry, that's nitrogen, but mainly straw mixed in with a little bit of guinea pig poo, newspapers and stuff. And basically I don't need any more carbon materials this time of year because I've still got a shitload of these. But basically that compost bin over there, that Dalek, is empty now. So I'm not going to empty these bags out into it. I'm just going to put these bags in it for now and use it as a bit of storage until I need the, well, in springtime when I get loaded more nitrogen, I'll be able to mix all this in with it and not use up my leaf mould, which will be excellent. So I plan to turn my compost today as well to see if there's any rats, vermin in it, and just see how it's composting down really. I mean, it's going to be very slow at this time of year, and all those materials have been quite well mixed. So we'll give it another turn, and there's probably going to be quite a few leaves in there which haven't decomposed down, and I haven't got a lot of nitrogen or nitrogenous like grass clippings, coffee grounds or manures or anything to pop in it. So what I'm going to do is I've been saving up my urine at home, so I've got a big, you know, maybe 2 or 3 litres of urine, so I'll be pouring that over it, and hopefully with the nitrogen in that might help kickstart it a bit, give it a little bit more warmth. So yeah, I'll probably set you up on a time lapse. You don't want to see me turn a whole compost pile. It's going to take at least half hour, I'd say. So I'll set you up on a time lapse, and if I come across anything interesting, or when I do the squeeze test to see how much moisture in it, I'll bring you back for that. First things first though, let's get these bags of straw and guinea pig poo into this compost bin. And I did catch the bag on the little fence when I walked by it, but I did notice that there's already a couple of little holes in the bags already. And I know that my customer, he stored them outside his garage, so I'm thinking there might be a mouse in there or something, but because it's been in my van overnight, I'm hoping I haven't got a blooming mouse in my van. I suppose I'll soon find out. But I'm hoping to get all those bags in there. I don't know if you can see there very well, but just going to squeeze them all in like that, and yeah, hopefully get them all in there. Like I say, I don't need this material now, so there's no point in emptying it out. It'd just be easier to stick it in here like that, and then grab a bag out at a time with the grass clippings when I need them in the spring and in the summer, when not much carbon materials are around. I don't want to use up all my leaves, what I've been saving for my precious leaf mould for next year or the year after. So yeah, I'll just bang these in, and then I'll get you set up for the compost turn. Right, so before we get started, if you watched a couple of videos ago, me making biochar, you'll know that on the way I found 12 bags of cannabis compost. Well, it looks like it was mostly coir. So what I've just been doing is chopping it up at the bottom of the compost bay here, just so I can try and fill the gaps up a little bit, but they're quite frozen. I mean, it sounds like an ice cube, that one. So I've broken up what I can, but I'm going to turn the compost onto top of that, and then each time I turn it, hopefully it will get more and more incorporated, and yeah, it should make quite a good little mix really. The worms will eat the cocoa coir, so be a good little source of food for them. And also when I get all the grass clippings in the spring, like I say, it'll be good to add all the clippings with that. Okay, so I got fairly decent, well, got down quite well, and it's quite moist. There's quite a few worms in here and that, but just get a fairly decent size handful, and we'll just give it a squeeze, just to check no worms. So yeah, that's a little bit too wet. There's about 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 drips of water coming out there, but it's not too bad. I've had it worse than that, But this time of year, with all the rain that we've been having, I'm not surprised really. But giving it all a good mix now, like the outside to the in and the inside to the out, should help it warm up a bit, or you know, get the ingredients all mixed up so that there are a couple of worm eggs there and some worms there. Yeah, get it all mixed up so it warms up, or just incorporate it so it gets the moisture evenly distributed. But it's better to have it too wet than too dry. If you have it too dry, then the microbes can't get to work, and it just you know, sits there, probably become more fungal that way. But yeah, it's always good to give it a good turn if you want it quicker, and get the weed seeds dead, stuff like that, no pathogens. Then you need a big pile really, and to get it warm, and good materials, like a good mix of carbon and nitrogen. There's still quite a few leaves and stuff in here, so I'm not worried about the moisture too much, but giving it a good mix up now should sort it out. Okay, so I'm just going to spin you around a minute. So got a fairly decent amount way through the compost now, and there are leaves in here that haven't decomposed down yet. There's some worms, so it's not frozen in the middle or anything. The worms are still munching through it. There's even little clumps of grass clippings here and stuff, but it's still got a fair way to go. So this is my most mature pile. The one just here is the most mature, but I need to dig this one out of the way into there so I can dig that one back into here and sieve it at the same time, and keep taking out any stones or anything I find in there, in my roses tin. But yeah, it's looking all right really. I mean, obviously it's not going to decompose down just yet, but like I say, there's still bits of grass through there and what have you, and it's still quite moist. I'll perhaps do another squeeze test on it when I get a bit further down, but sometimes at the bottom it can be quite dry. So if it's dry, I'll obviously put that on the top, and I might mix a bit of urine in with it, just because there is quite a few leaves still here but haven't broken down, and that'll just help, you know, help with the decomposition really. So yeah, probably about halfway through, and it's a good workout, keeps you fit, keeps you nice and warm in these cold frosty mornings and that. But yeah, I'm going to crack on and hopefully get this done soon, and then I'll give you a quick wander around the plot. Okay, so I've got quite a way down to the bottom now. Get another handful without any twigs in and stuff really, ideally, so you can get the moisture out, give it a good squeeze. That's a little stone there as well. So yeah, I'm going to give it a good squeeze. See, that's not so bad now. Three or four drops of water in that, so that's not too bad. I'd rather it be too wet than too dry. That means that microbes can keep active, and I'm happy that it's not frozen through or anything. There's quite a few worms in here, nice black, well not black, but you know, dark coloured worms, little cocoon there next to it. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. I mean, this isn't my most mature pile, like I said earlier, but hopefully by springtime, you know, sort of March, April time it should be about ready to use. I mean, definitely as a mulch, but yeah, help suppress the weeds, feed the soil, to feed the plants, keep the moisture in, and yeah, helps warm the soil up a bit more if it's a bit darker on top than just the normal brown colour of the soil. So yeah, first compost turn of the year, and it's looking pretty good. I'm not going to do the other one today, I'm knackered. I did 3 hours hedge cutting yesterday, but it's excellent exercise, and I'd recommend anyone turning the compost if you're able to. If not, you know, there are other alternatives out there like tumblers and stuff, or get your grandkids or someone to do it for you. But yeah, right, so I've almost finished this, and it's probably going to be bulging a little bit, but it will settle down in the next couple of days hopefully. But yeah, crack on again. Okay, so I'm about done. I'm just going to spin you around. So, have a look down in here. I hope you can see all right in the shade and everything. But I've dug out what I can be bothered to dig out now. I've just given this a little bit of a mixing together, and I'm quite happy with how it's looking. It's breaking down quite nice. The only trouble is if you have got too much moisture in, it can go a bit anaerobic. So just bear that in mind. If you have got too much moisture in, you either want to be adding some more carbon, like cardboard, paper, straw, dried leaves, anything like that. That will help soak up the moisture and equalise it out so it's got a good balance. But if not, you want to keep turning it, just so that you keep the air in it. It doesn't go anaerobic, doesn't go too smelly. The last time I turned this, when I got down to the bottom, it was a bit smelly. But this time, it's all right, it's not too bad. So, as you can see, I've got quite a big pile going here. And there's plenty of worms through it, plenty of cocoons and what have you, plenty of life. So it's looking pretty good. So what I'll do in a sec, I think on my worm video, when I insulated the worms, I put a little feeding thing in there. So what I'm going to do now is have a look at that. Right, okay, so I've just got the lid off. The thermometer is saying it's like, what, 69 degrees? Something like that. But you can see the ice on top, it's pretty frozen on top. A nice little crust to it. But I can also see where a little vole or rats or something have been in there eating all the pumpkin seeds and stuff. So to be honest, I'll be quite surprised. I'll try and do this with one hand. I'll be quite surprised if there's any worms or anything in there because it's so cold at the top. But we'll peel this way a bit and we'll have a little look. So it's not quite frozen in there, but it's probably going to be too cold for the worms. They're probably a bit deeper down. Interesting to see. Right, let's get it out. Oh, I don't know if you can see that with the light. Hopefully you can. There's a little red wriggler just there. And I mean, I was going to probably pop this into worm metropolis, and there's nothing in here really. I think there's one worm there. Look, that's not not great for bait. But to be honest, because it's got holes in, they're probably all under here. I can see a cocoon there and that. But yeah, I'll leave that in. It's probably been too cold for them at the top, but I will need to refill that up with some more food when it warms up. And it's supposed to be warming up on Sunday because we've got another storm coming. That'll be the 9th storm this winter, 9th named storm anyway. So composting, this one here is more mature, but I did pop you know, some leaves and stuff on top. So that'll get chucked down at the bottom, and then I'll start sieving the stuff underneath it. And I only sieve it because I put big twigs and stuff like that in it, buddleia branches and that. So I don't pay for my compost bin at home. I'll just bring it all up here, chop it up and pop it in. But you can just normally spread the compost without sieving it. It's entirely up to you. I just do mine because I've got big bits like that in it. Okay, so I've decided not to pour any urine into this pile because it's quite moist as it is, and I don't want it to go anaerobic or anything like that. So I'm quite happy. There's a little bit of grass clippings in through it, not a lot, but I'm sure the worms will take care of all that. So this one, I'm just going to leave that like that for now, with a little slope on it coming away from this pile, because when it rains, hopefully the rain will wash away. But I will be turning this pile into here shortly, next week or two I should imagine. After this next storm, it'll probably, you know, it might need it after that with all the rain what's coming through. But I've got a couple of pots here of kitchen scraps from home, which I'll probably pop in at the bottom there. And as I'm turning it, oh, I better put this door clip on. Shit, just noticed that the door clip's not on. Right, I've got to sort that out before the door pops open and it all falls out. Okay, that's got that done. So these are just a few of the stones that I've got out of compost. The leaf mould bin, I'll have a quick check on that. I did top it up with some leaves not too long ago, and yeah, it's doing okay. Yeah, I popped some leaves out of one of these tubs in there, and then the rest of the tub, I popped it in here to help protect the soil and feed the worms, because I'd taken most of it out of there, and then I thought afterwards the worms in there are probably going to want something to eat and that, and keep them a bit warmer. So I popped the rest of the container in there, and what I'll do when I come to use that compost or amend it again, then I'll be taking out the leaves, because if I mix the leaves in with it, it'll be soaking up all the nitrogen out of there. I don't want that. Have a quick look round. Biochar here, I'm going to have to leave it to soak for a bit longer because it's frozen solid at the moment. So I've moved it out here into the sun, and I've got some lids on it so it doesn't get filled up with water and overflow and stuff. Now the garlic here, it's looking a little bit hit by the frost, but I know garlic likes the frost, so that's all good. I'll show you the broad beans quickly. They're still half in frost and that, but not looking too bad. We haven't got too much black tips yet, but that'll probably come in the next couple of days. I mean, these will probably go black, but yeah, they're surviving anyway. And under this net here, let's see if I can lift this up a bit. That's all right. I don't know, I can't really see under there. I'll put the camera in and hopefully I'll look on the screen later on and tell you what it's like. But they still look green and look right to me from here. And these ones in here, I'll have another look again. Oop. So, yeah, they're all looking alright. They're only mainly going to be a green manure anyway. So I'm thinking about having this whole bed as a brassica bed. I know brassicas like the nitrogen, what the beans fix into the soil and that. So yeah, hopefully that'll do for them. The calendula on the end here looks like it's pretty much had it now. Well, it's got a little flower bud on just there. And even the chard here, it's looking a little bit sorry for itself around the edges, but the middle looks okay. So I'll probably just snap all those leaves off in the next couple of days if they go black or slimy or whatever, and let the middle carry on. Now the leeks here, they're all doing okay, what's left of them. And my garlic bed along here, I've still only got one there, and the other one I saw the other day, pretty sure it's gone. Can't see it anywhere down through here. It was somewhere around here, but I can't see it. There's one there, but I think that was different to the other one. But I know I keep rabbiting on about this garlic, but I'm getting a bit panicky about it. It'll be 4 months on January the 12th, no, sorry, February the 12th since I planted it. But there's another little hole appeared in here somewhere, and I filled it up with worm castings the other day. So I can't see another little hole. So hopefully Noel's buggered off for the time being, or gone deeper anyway. So yeah, a bit of broccoli in there still coming, but I don't know if it's going to do very well with cold weather. So I might pick some Brussels sprouts today and some carrots. I might even pick that cabbage actually. I don't think it's, no, it's not solid really, it's just a bit soft. Brassica, broccoli, that one looks dead now. So there's a few little bits on here that look okay to eat. A few bits in there. And this is the Matsuri F1, what I showed you on my last video. And they don't get very tall, but they produce okay. And they're quite hardy by the looks of it. So yeah, I'll probably have some Brussels sprouts today. I might make a big soup. And just get a bit of everything and chuck it all in. Country vegetable soup. Sounds good on a day like today. Delicious. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you got something from the video. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you fancy. And yeah, hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Beautiful blue sky today, and yeah, everything's looking good, even though everything's cold and frosty. Bye bye.